YouTube. I'm here to show you some insight to the Noble Knights, how to run them, the easy way to run them, better combos, just ways to beat opponents with higher meta decks than yours, which is surprisingly efficient. Um, Bear with me, I'm going to have to search for most of the cards I'm using, so just bear with me here. Uh, First, we're going to do basic cards, like that some people run, not all people run. Um, Cards like, as I told you, I'm gonna have to look for them. Foolish Burial. Once I find it, there it is. Foolish Burial. Pretty basic card. Send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. It's extremely helpful sometimes. It really helps get your good cards to the grave, like Lady of the Lake or Gwen, Queen of Noble Arms, right here. These two are cards you really want in the grave. They're really good in the grave. If they're not in the grave, they're not as good. Because you have to use her from the hand, and when she goes to the grave, you just equip her next turn, over and over and over again every time they destroy it. It really helps get your combos moving even when you're losing. Lady makes most of your Hylon Salon plays, can make them pretty easily, especially when she's in the grave. So that's pretty basic, just slap the Foolish Burial, you're probably going to go for these. A not too hard play. Now we're going to do I'm going to try it, and I'm going to show you the basic Noble Knight combo. This is for all you new players. For you new Noble Knight players. If you're new to Noble Knight, you might not know this. If you aren't, then you'll probably know this play because it's not too hard. You get used to it. Pretty much you open up with all the noble arms that any noble arm that can re-equip. So you can open up with pretty much any of these noble arms. And try and flip them over so you can see them. If you open up with pretty much any one of these ones, you can pull and draw it. You can pull a pretty decent combo. A decent combo meaning making a practically invincible monster pretty quickly. I'll show you. First, let's start with, say you open up Madrat here, your main combo, with Caliburn. I'm going to put it above it. It might be a little awkward, but that's alright. Madrat's effect lets you special summon a monster from your deck. Well, Noble Knight, that is. But he has to be alone on the field. You just special Boris. Boris is your good searcher. He gets a lot of your equips to your grave, like your Gwen. It's another way to get Gwen to the grave. It's helpful. So this has to go to the grave, but its effect can re-equip to the Boris. Mind you, you just gained 1,000 life points, because Caliburn lets you gain 500 once per turn, but then it re-equips, you gain another 5. Now you get to use Boris' effect. You get to grab 3 equip spells. Preferably, you would usually want to grab Gwen, Destiny, or Excalibur, which I will show you in a second once I can find it. Good music in the background, by the way. So this is what you want to grab: Excalibur or one of these guys. They're helpful. So these 3 are the better ones. They are like way better than most of the other equip spells. Excalibur and your opponent can't target. They will get really afraid. They will not. They will try really hard to get Excalibur off the field because targeting effects are really big now. Destiny is also really good. Same with Gwen. But pretty much your opponent, you shuffle them. Your opponent chooses randomly. If say they choose this one, they would have chosen the one you wouldn't have wanted. You would have wanted that in the grave. This in the grave, by the way, Gwen. Then say you open up with these. These guys are level 5s now because of their effects. So you can just Xyz. I'll try and face him towards you. So you get to Xyz for your main guy, Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorias. He's your best guy. These go to the grave, but his effect says you get to pretty much equip 3 from the grave. So you equipped all the equips you just lost, pretty much, that went to the grave. So you can end up with this, that. You usually would end up with this. Maybe you only can control one of that. Making a pretty much invincible monster. You can just detach whenever you want. Pop a monster your opponent controls. Pretty straightforward, really helpful. He's at 3,000 now. His effects are very powerful. That's your main combo. Another combo I will show you next time is a little harder to pull. There are a lot of hard combos to pull in this deck. I will tell you a combo real quick here. I call this combo giving birth because it's practically what you're doing. So pretty much you summon your Lady of the Lake. Now her effect says you can grab a light normal from your graveyard. With the effects you can see them. So pretty much you can grab these from your grave. To grab him from your grave, anybody who says that they're light normal or is, like Noble Knight Artorigus, and lets you pretty much make a synchro. So you're pretty much giving birth. And you get your Hylancelon, you get his effect, you just go bazonkers. That's how she's played. I really hope you liked this video. I'm going to make one or two more. I hope you liked it. Rate, subscribe, do your thing, be cool.
And be cool.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Have a great day. And I hope for you new players, I hope you learned how to play. For any players who are a little more advanced, hope you learned something. You probably didn't because this is no super basic. This was a basic one. Next time it'll be a little more combo-y. I don't know. Well, have a great day and peace.